A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And on behalf of Rubicon Research, we extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being with us today. I'm Avan Dabash, and I'm going to be your host for this momentous occasion. And we are so pleased to have all of you in the audience today to commemorate the listing of Rubicon Research's equity shares on the National Stock Exchange. I think it feels so surreal to say this, but it is actually the time that has come for Rubicon Research to make its way on the stock exchanges. So a round of applause for this very momentous occasion. And before we commence the ceremony, I would request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem, a moment led by spirit of unity and solidarity. And milestones certainly are an important way of looking at the past with gratitude, the present with appreciation, and the future with hope. And today we are here to celebrate one such milestone for Rubicon Research Limited. Rubicon Research is a pharmaceutical formulations company driven by innovation through focused research and development. The company has been growing the portfolio of specialty products and drug device combination products targeting regulated markets, particularly in the United States. Its strength lies in deep R&D capabilities, the strong focus led on regulated market compliance, and an expanding portfolio of differentiated formulations. Based on the peer set of 7 listed Indian companies, pharmaceutical companies, assessed by Frost & Sullivan, Rubicon Research stands out as the only Indian pharmaceutical player with a complete focus on the regulated markets. In fact, the operations of the company are supported by 3 state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities in Ambernath, Maharashtra, Satara, as well as in Pithampur in Madhya Pradesh. They are approved by leading global regulators, including the US FDA. These facilities enable the company to develop and to manufacture a range of oral solid, liquid, and nasal dosage forms, as well as complex specialty products for export regulated markets. The company also has R&D facilities in Thane as well as in Toronto, Canada, to serve as the nucleus of the innovation system, driving the development of proprietary formulations and value-added products for the global market. The company has 2 marketing and sales subsidiaries in the United States, Advagen Pharma and Validus Pharmaceuticals, which make products via the various sales channels. Outside of the United States, Rubicon products are being registered in Canada, UK, Australia, the UAE, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and a number of other world markets. Over the years, Rubicon Research has built strong relationships with global pharmaceutical companies, and this is backed by the company's strong track record of regulatory compliance, quality excellence, and of course, technological expertise. With a focus on innovation-led growth, strategic partnerships, and operational efficiency, Rubicon Research continues to strengthen its positions as an emerging player in the global specialty pharmaceutical space. And this listing today opens up a new and a very exciting chapter for the company, which is certainly looking forward to the next phase of growth. This is a momentous occasion of the listing of the equity shares of Rubicon Research, and we would like to welcome the various dignitaries who are present with us today. To begin with, we would like to welcome Dr. Harish Ahuja, who is the head issuer relationship with NSE. May I request you, sir, to please stand up and be acknowledged with a round of applause. Please do wave to the audience, Dr. Ahuja. And thank you so much for being with us today. I would also like to acknowledge the gracious presence of the promoter family and the management team of Rubicon Research. I will be calling out your names. I request you all to please stand up and wave out to the audience to acknowledge your presence. Just a Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome today Mrs. Pratibha Pilgaonkar, founder and managing director. We also have in our presence Mr. Sudhir Pilgaonkar, the co-founder. A round of applause. Mr. Parag Sancheti, the executive director and chief executive. And we would also like to extend a very hearty welcome to the book running lead managers. They, of course, have played a very integral role in the success of this IPO. Mr. Milind Patil, can we have a huge round of applause? He is also part of the board of directors. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. And now for the book running lead managers, let us welcome Atul Mehra, Anay Khare, Simran Gad, and Team Axis Capital. We also have Neem Kumar of IIFL Capital Services. Thank you. Cheryl Nintu of JM Financial Limited. Mukul Kochar, Gautam Kothari, Akhilesh Yadav and team of SBI Capital Markets Limited. Ahead and light the auspicious lamp or light the auspicious diya to spread light, to spread spiritual knowledge all around us, and a sign of prosperity, positivity, and welfare here today. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Positivity, prosperity, and welfare. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That was the auspicious lighting of the lamp. I request you all to please go ahead and take your seats. This is certainly setting the tone in a very traditional manner for a prosperous beginning for Rubicon Research Limited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Atul Mehra, the Managing Director and CEO at Axis Capital Limited, to share a few words on this auspicious occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Atul Mehra.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an auspicious day, and we are here to celebrate the listing of Rubicon Research Limited. It's an honor to be here on behalf of Access Capital and on behalf of the other book running lead manager. I would like to take this opportunity and once again compliment and congratulate the entire team led by Mrs. Pratibha and Mr. Sudhir Pilgaonkar, the co-founders of the company, Mr. Parag Sancheti, the CEO of the company, Mr. Nitin Jadodia, the CFO of the company, Sagar Oak, the head of strategy, shareholders, General Atlantic Partners, and Professor Mankikar and family, along with the entire team who have played a very important and a successful role in the successful conclusion of this IPO. Rubicon's record-breaking market debut is driven by strong investor conviction, which came from the vision and the business fundamentals of the company. And it was because of these two things that company received massive participation from all categories of investor, be it institutional investors, be it the non-institutional investors, translating into a massive oversubscription on an overall basis of 109 times, and we were able to mobilize 80,000 crores of rupees from the market. So to put it in a simplistic term in the cricketing parlance, the company hit centuries after centuries. On the institution side, the qualified institution side, our issue was oversubscribed by 137 times. On the non-institution time, we again hit a century of 102 times. The retail was oversubscribed 37 times. Massive performance, sir. Rubicon's management team worked tirelessly towards the delivery of this transaction, sir. And we had the pleasure of being there on the road shows with the management. Just to recap, they did an outstanding job. And if I was to summarize it in couple of points, to my mind, which were simplistic and which were making a very powerful impact in the minds of the investor. First and foremost, when the entire US generic market was witnessing a downslide of around 5% in the price erosion, our company was able to withstand that pressure very nicely and at the same period of time increase our revenues by 8%. Now this is very, very important. This signifies the moat of the company. This speaks volume of the focus and ability to crack complex problems, product, differentiated strategy, which is able to create a unique situation for the company. Second, which really went down very well in the hearts of the investor, is our R&D effort. This company is recognized and going to be recognized as a leader in the R&D space. Sir, we invest 13% of our revenues in R&D, whereas most of the peers which are listed spent not even half of that, and that is a huge eye-opener for the investors who came into the company, which resulted in a pipeline of 63 products and 81 commercial products, which is very, very unique. Third, in a pharma company, which is very, very important and very, very crucial, is the zero OAI. and no defects letter from the US FDA. These things were small things, but very, very having a profound impact in the minds of the investor. I would like to use this opportunity and once again thank our regulator, SEBI, the two stock exchanges, NSE and BSE, for supporting us with an expedited clearance, as a result of which we are here before NSE today for the listing ceremony. Rubicon is going to make a debut on listing, and we are going to make a debut at a market cap, which is the IPO price of 7,990 crore. This is just a debut, but the responsibility on the management has increased manyfold. There were few shareholders that you were working for. Now you have 100,000, 1 lakh shareholders that you will be working for, sir. So that's a huge responsibility that goes on the shoulder of the management. We wish you all the best. We will, as a team, we promise to be standing along with the management, helping you and guiding you through the process of listing and making it better. Before I sign off, on a personal note, on a little bit of an emotional note from my side, Rubicon will always be closer to me personally and will occupy a special place in my heart. I changed job after a long period of time. And when I changed job, the first company I pitched for on the day of the joining was Rubicon. And I'm grateful to the company for appointing us as the book running lead manager to this transaction. So this company is always going to be very, very special to me and will enjoy a unique place in my heart. Thank you very much, sir.
So well said. Thank you so much, Mr. Atul Mehra. And I think, as you put it well, century after century, the numbers, the oversubscription, all of that really speak for themselves. The fact that you have the strong investor conviction, the vision, and the stellar management really proves it all. I would now like to invite the founder of Rubicon Research Limited, Mrs. Pratibha Pilgaonkar, to please share a few words to talk about the journey, the achievements, and the inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome on stage Mrs. Pratibha Pilgaonkar.
Good morning, everybody. Distinguished guests, colleagues, investors, partners, family, and friends. Standing here today in the presence of all of you, as Rubicon takes this monumental step of going public, I am deeply overwhelmed with gratitude and emotion. This moment is a culmination of countless efforts, unwavering belief, and shared dreams. To my incredible Rubicon team, this achievement is a reflection of your relentless dedication, passion, and hard work. I'm profoundly thankful to my family and the extended Rubicon family for their steadfast support and tireless effort in steering the company in the right direction. To our investors, advisors, and associates, thank you for placing trust in our vision and our journey. To our customers and partners, your collaboration has been instrumental in shaping our growth story, and I'm truly grateful for your belief and support. 25 years ago, Rubicon was born with a foundation built solely on pharmaceutical sciences, our most precious capital that time, and it still is. We began in a very humble way, operating from a small terrace space borrowed from another company. I can't even call it as a garage company, as the Western world says, because in Mumbai we don't even have big garages, But with just handful used instruments and 3-person team, we initiated our journey. Today, Rubicon stands proud with 3 FDA inspector plants, 2 R&D centers, offices, warehouses across US, Canada, India, and a talented workforce of 1,500 and strong. We have a robust, and as my friends told you earlier, we have a robust commercial presence in the US market, offering both generic and specialty drug device combination products, supported by an exciting and innovative pipeline in both segments. Crossing that Rubicon was not just a milestone, it was a defining moment for us. We pioneered the commercialization of R&D services in India, carving a reputation as a trusted provider in pharmaceutical formulations. Very soon we recognized the limitations of our initial model and embraced the truth that change is the only constant. We pivoted to manufacturing pharmaceutical formulations for the US market, leveraging our deep expertise to deliver value-added products. This adaptability and agility have become the strengths of Rubicon all the time, and we adapt so very quickly, seamlessly to the adversities as well. With new investments fueling our growth, we expanded our portfolio and earned credibility with customers who began to see Rubicon as a reliable and committed partner. Our unwavering commitment to right product selection and operational excellence has been the cornerstone of our sustained performance. We view regulatory bodies like US FDA not as obstacles, but our partners in learning. And this fosters transparency and confidence across our teams. At Rubicon, quality is just not a goal. It is a way of life for us. And it is deeply embedded in every corner of our organization across all units and geographies. We were honored to be the sole participant from India in the US FDA prototype, which is Quality Maturity Matrix Program, which is QMM as they call it. Embracing the QMM framework wholeheartedly, we integrated its principles across all organization processes. Grounded in the first principles of science, we design our processes with such rigor that these adaptations can be implemented seamlessly and without any disruption. Though we are 25 years old, Rubicon remains young at heart. Each year, our long service award ceremony, yes, we have LSA functions held every year. I'm filled with pride and joy when I see my colleagues celebrating these milestones alongside their families, their eyes shining with pride. That is the greatest reward I could ask for. Today, as we step into the public markets, we embrace a new chapter, one that brings with it greater responsibility and higher expectations. And we are completely aware of it. But I'm confident that as a team, we will continue to uphold our principles and seize new opportunities for sustainable and meaningful growth. The DNA of Rubicon is rooted in the relentless pursuit of knowledge and process excellence, a foundation that will empower us to face any future challenges, whether it is new drug development, whether it is adoption of AI, or navigating evolving regulatory landscapes. And I'm reminded of a Sanskrit Subhashit from my school days that beautifully captures this spirit. Na chauraharyam, na rajaharyam, na bhratrubhrajam, na bharakari, vyaye krute vardhata eva nityam, vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. What it means? The vidyadhanam, it cannot be stolen by thieves, nor taken away by kings. How kings can take away? Yeah, we know the kind of unreasonable tariffs some of the rulers adopt, and we have to take measures to take care of it. So that can be only possible with the knowledge base. It cannot be divided among brothers. It places no burden on anybody's shoulder. Yet it grows more if it is shared. Knowledge is the most precious and enduring wealth of all. So as I conclude, I invite all of us to pray for Vidyadhanam, the wealth of knowledge, for with it, prosperity will surely follow. Thank you so much for all of you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Pilgaonkar, and it certainly seems that the pride and the joy that you feel is so well achieved with the unwavering belief and passion by you and your team. I would now like to invite the Executive Director and the CEO of Rubicon Research, Mr. Parag Sancheti, on stage, please, to say a few words, to talk about the journey and the path ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished guests, colleagues, investors, partners, friends, bankers. Today marks a very special milestone in Rubicon's journey, one that has been built over 2.5 decades of belief, resilience, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Ru- Rubicon was founded on a simple yet very powerful idea that scientific problem solving in drug development can drive meaningful impact. What began as a small formulation lab rooted in first principles has grown into a trusted global partner and with robust capabilities in development, manufacturing, and commercializations. The journey has been far from easy. Throughout Rubicon's life cycle, we had to pivot multiple times, evolving and adapting to the shifting macro environment around us. We have been shaped by our challenges that tested our resilience, by people who believed in our mission, and by unwavering commitment to doing what's right, even when the way was unclear. The middle years were particularly tough. There were many times we had more passion than resources, but never a shortage of purpose. We didn't chase milestones, but we built momentum, patiently, deliberately, and together, from our first formulation to our first international filing to our first commercial shipment. A lot of my colleagues are already here who were there part of the first shipment. And from the first product we acquired to the first company we acquired, every step forward was driven by people committed to doing the right thing. The journey didn't happen overnight. It was built day by day through persistence, adaptation, and the courage to keep showing up even when the path was tough or unclear. Personally, I would just, I know the gratitude is towards everyone who has been involved to it, but there are few which I really want to personally thank, and which in our normal life we don't get to do that. I think first is Surbhi. I think I've been blessed to have I've been blessed to have not a life partner, but a business partner in every sense, someone who has lived the same dream, every risk. In fact, she pushed me to Rubicon and every triumph with me. Our parents, whose value, foundation, faith in us has allowed, given us the foundation to think and build what we wanted to. Kedar, who has been a mentor since I've known him since 2006. Mr. Borkar and late Dr. Rao, who actually taught me this business. I had no background in pharmaceuticals, but these are the people who helped me to understand the business and think what we could do differently. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, the future depends on what you do today. And I think every person who has contributed to Rubicon's journey has lived that philosophy, building something enduring one day at a time. While a listing marks the close of one chapter, it also signals the beginning of a new one, a chapter defined by greater ambition, deeper accountability, and a broader sense of purpose. As a public company, we are now answerable not only to our customers and employees, but also to thousands of shareholders who have placed this trust in us. The trust comes with responsibility. Responsibility to grow, but grow the right way, to innovate, but always with a purpose, to deliver in returns, but never at the cost of conscience. The markets will watch our numbers each quarter, but I believe the true measure of our success will be how consistently we live our values and how meaningfully we expand access to better healthcare for patients around the world. At Rubicon, our values have just not been words on the wall. They have always been our North Star. Integrity, curiosity, agility, collaboration, quality, and care have guided every decision, every breakthrough, every setback we have faced. These values are the fabric of what we are. As we step into the next chapter, I ask each of us, from the lab bench to the boardroom, to live these values not just in the principle, but in practice every single day. Because in the end, it won't be our capital that defines us, but it will be our culture, the choices we make, the way we lead, and the humanity we bring to the work we do. The listing is far more than a financial milestone. It's a testament of belief, the belief that patience, perseverance, hard work, and purpose can transform challenges into lasting value. To every person who has walked this path with us, thank you from the depths of our heart. And to those who will join us the chapters ahead, welcome. Together, let's shape Rubicon's future with humility, relentless ambition, and unwavering heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those words, from simple ideas to a global behemoth. And now let us welcome Dr. Harish Ahuja, Head Issuer Relationship at the National Stock Exchange, to share a few words on this auspicious occasion. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Srimati Pratibha Pilgaonkar, Founder MD, Rubicon Research. Shri Sudhir Pilgaonkar, Co-Founder and Rubicon Research. Shri Parag Sancheti, Executive Director and CEO, Rubicon Research. Shri Shantanu Rastogi, MD, General Atlantic. Shri Nitin Jajodia, CFO, Rubicon Research. Shri Atul Mehra, MD, Axis Capital. Shri Nem Kumar from IFL Capital. Shri Cheryl Netto from JM Financial, Shri Gautam Kothari from SBI Capital, board members, employees, family member of the founders and the employees, media personnel, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and warm welcome to all of you at NSE on the listing ceremony of Rubicon Research. And for record, this is 2,882nd company to list on NSE today. As being shared by Mr. Sancheti, by Atul, a public listing is much more than a financial event. It's a new chapter in the history of the company. It will reflect upon our company's performance, governance standards, leadership, and the spirit of entrepreneurship. As you all are aware, India is the fourth largest capital market in the world after US, China, and Japan. As on today, the market capitalization of listed companies stand at 461 lakh crore, around $5.2 trillion. I'd like to share some statistics which are really make proud of us. In last year, especially calendar year, we listed 242 IPOs, cumulative within around $19.7 billion. It was kind of world record for us. This year, at main board, we already listed 70 companies, and which have raised already 1 lakh crore, including SMEs. If I count the numbers, we are touching around 145 listings. So if I compare last year 242 versus this year 140, we may cross the milestone this year again. And it's a great, significant, important milestone for India and capital market journey. At NSE, our commitment always had been to provide a platform that enables companies to grow, investors to participate in that growth, and India's economy to thrive. NSE today serve unique investor around 120 million, which hold around 23.7 crore to 37 million investor account. We are present across 99.85 pin codes, barring few pin codes, which are nothing but airports and bus stop where we cannot go for KYC. Entire India is covered by NSE presence. And today we are proud to offer Rubicon Research this access to broad investor base and a fair, efficient, and transparent market ecosystem. On this listing day, I congratulate the entire team of Rubicon for this successful accomplishment. My special appreciation for the efforts of merchant banker Axis Capital, IFL Capital, JM Financial, SBI Capital, to legal advisor AH Admin Partners, PR agency Ad Factors, and other parties associated in this successful listing. Today listing is just the beginning of a collaboration between Rubicon Research and NSE. We look forward to support Rubicon Research for all their future fundraising endeavor. May your journey on NSE be impactful, prosperous, and enduring. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
For. Can I also welcome on stage Mr. Sudhir Pilgaonkar, SVP, Mr. Parag Sancheti, Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Surabhi Sancheti, EVP Business Development and Project Management. May we also have on stage, with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sumant Pilgaonkar, SVP Operations, Mr. Narendra Borkar, President US Business at Advagen, Mr. Nitin Jajodia, CFO of the company, Mr. Sagar Oak, Corporate Development and Strategy, Dr. Sarabjit Singh, R&D, Dr. Sanjay Renapurkar, Corporate Quality, and Mrs. Romola Pinto from Human Resources, all joining in for the bell ringing ceremony. Inching closer to that historic moment when Rubicon Research Limited will be listed on the stock exchanges. Get your phones out, get ready to cheer, to whistle loudly, because this is nothing short of a very momentous occasion. And we are going to do the countdown from 10 onwards together. So get ready as we are going to mark the momentous listing of Rubicon Research officially being listed on the National Stock Exchange. There you have it. Eyes on the clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! Rubicon Research Limited officially listed on the National Stock Exchange. What a milestone for Rubicon Research Limited. From a simple idea and humble beginnings to this momentous occasion, and the numbers really tell the story. I would like to request Mr. Shantanu Rastogi of Rubicon Research. It certainly is a very proud moment, so let's soak it all in. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Shantanu Rastogi, Managing Director of General Atlantic and Board Member of Rubicon Research, to please share a few words on this incredible milestone.
Good morning, distinguished guests, officials of NSE, my fellow board members, BRLMs and their teams, colleagues and friends. It is with immense gratitude that I stand before you on this remarkable day when we welcome several new investors to participate in the growth journey of Rubicon Research. As many have mentioned before, this moment is not just a financial milestone, it is the celebration of years of belief, hard work, and collective purpose. A lot of what Mrs. Pilgaonkar and Parag already spoke about. From the very beginning, what the stories we heard when we were about to invest, what we learned is from the very beginning, Rubicon was built on a very, very powerful idea. And Mrs. Pilgaonkar very beautifully summed it up with her Sanskrit shloka, that how knowledge cannot be stolen by thieves, taken away by kings, or divided between brothers. And that I think in her mind was that powerful idea, that investment in R&D, driven by research, guided by integrity, can create real and lasting impact. What started as a vision has grown into a global company defined by excellence in specialty products, development, strong governance, and a deep commitment to solving for unmet needs of prescribers and patients. Today's IPO is both an achievement and a beginning, a transition into a new phase of growth, responsibility, and opportunity. I want to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to Rubicon's founders, Mrs. Pilgaonkar and Mr. Sudhir Pilgaonkar, to our mentors, I think Parag already mentioned, Mr. Borkar and late Dr. Rao, to our pillar of support as a co-shareholder, the Mankekar family. Thank you, sir. To our management team, Nitin, Sagar, Sarabjit, Sanjay, I wish I could mention names of many, many others who have been behind the success, who have led with discipline and foresight, and most importantly to our employees, the scientists, the factory staff, the professionals who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes. Your dedication, creativity, and resilience have built the foundation of what we stand on today. Every formulation perfected, every experiment repeated, every regulatory milestone achieved, all of it has brought us to this moment. You embody the true spirit of Rubicon. The defining pillars of Rubicon have been its commercial astuteness in product selection and commitment to R&D. These have resulted in Rubicon now being a top 10 company in terms of specialty product approvals in America. No, it's a very, very large achievement for a company of this scale and size. With the support of capital markets, we are now better positioned than ever to expand our research footprint, attract talent, and to incubate young research-driven innovators into our platform. To our new investors, I extend a warm welcome. By joining the Rubicon family, you are partnering in a vision, one that balances scientific ambition with commercial prudence and social responsibility. We value your trust and pledge to uphold the highest standards of governance, transparency, and performance. This listing marks a new beginning, a commitment to growth, accountability, and the creation of long-term value for all shareholders. As the bell rang today, we celebrate not just a company entering the public markets, but a team stepping boldly into the future. To everyone who has been part of this journey, thank you for your belief, your partnership, and your confidence. The best chapters of Rubicon Research are still to be written. Thank you.
The best indeed is yet to come, and of course, with the discipline and the foresight, we have seen the company reach this momentous milestone. I would now like to invite on stage once again Dr. Harish Ahuja as well as Mrs. Pratibha Pulgaonkar, as we have a special gift that will be presented on behalf of NSE. Could we please have on stage Dr. Harish Ahuja as well as Mrs. Pratibha Pulgaonkar. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as Dr. Ahuja puts it so rightly, a special surprise on behalf of the National Stock Exchange for the management and for the team of Rubicon Research. There you have it. A round of applause. Framed for prosperity, that certainly is a moment that will be cherished for time immemorial. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahuja. And now, Mrs. Pratibha Pulgankar, I request you to please stay on stage to present the special mementos to all the representatives and dedicated partners. Please put your hands together as we invite on stage Atul Mehra, Ane Khare, Simran Gad, and the team of Axis Capital. May I please have the IIFL Capital Services team ready. These, ladies and gentlemen, are special mementos to all the representatives, the dedicated partners whose contributions have been invaluable in the success.
To Shantanu Rastogi, Varun Talukdar, and the entire GA team, past as well as present, you've been our phenomenal partners in this journey of building Rubicon. Thank you very much. Our independent directors for their stewardship, guidance, thank you very much, sir. To all our employees across every lab, every plant, every office across the world, I think this day, this moment belong to all of you. Thank you very much. Your commitment, your hard work, and your belief in the purpose, I think that been the driving force behind this success today. Thank you. To all our investors, both new as well as long-standing investor, thank you for placing your trust in our story and in our future. Thank you. To our bankers, Ravi at HSBC, Aditya, Alex, Abhishek, Narendra at DBS, Rajiv at Axis, and Vivek at HDFC. Thanks for your continued support. To our BRLMs, legal advisors, auditors, counsels, all our partners, thanks for your tireless effort, your counsel, and your partnership over the last few months. Thank you very much. Atul, Anay, Simran, Prateek, and the entire team Axis who are our left lead. Gautam, Akhilesh, Mukul from SBI Investec, Anshuman, Cheryl, Neha, and the entire JM team, Neem Kumar, Vishal, entire IIFL team, thank you very much. Varun, Lionel, Rahul, Anand, Kinshuk, and the entire EZB team, Subhayu, Ayush, and the entire Khaitan and Company team. Rahul Guptan and the team from White & Case, they are not here. Our US Council, Blankrom, and our IP Council, Kratzenberry. Vandna Pai, Ayush, and team from Bharucha and Partners. Khushbu Jain from Frost & Sullivan. Our statutory auditor, Deloitte, led by Manoj. Thank you very much, Manoj and team. Rishikesh Joshi and team. Mohit Basar and team from NBT and Company, our ICA. Shazil Aslam, our independent chartered engineer. Aditya Agarwal, Mehta and Mehta, our PCS. Harish and team from MUFG in time. I think all of you helped us navigate every challenge with precision and professionalism. Thank you very much for that. And last but not the least, our Skyline team from Rubicon. May I request all of you to please stand up. Sagar, Salesh, Rohit, Ketan, Deepashri, and the entire team. Thank you very much for remarkable display of your ownership, commitment, and drive. Thank you. And a special thanks to all the family members of Team Skyline. I think without your support, team would not have been able to give 200%. Thank you very much. As we start our journey as a listed company, I think it's a new phase wherein the expectations will be very high. A lot of people will be banking on us. A lot of people will be tracking us. I think it's important that we keep things simple, stick to basic, and just focus on few things which have helped us in the past. And those are our patient-first approach, our top corporate governance, our first principle thinking, innovation, excellence, and agility. And I feel it's a marathon, and we've just warmed up, long way to go. Thank you very much. Thanks again to be part of this proud moment for us. Thank you.